Te kuri pango, the black dog. Why do we call it a dog when stumbling blindly throughout this fog is not reminiscent of man's best friends? It is rather te taniwha o te po, the monster of the darkness. This taniwha does not discriminate. Its hate does not differentiate based on your sex or race, the place you call home, your bank balance or your chromosomes. This monotone syndrome will engulf your life force and force you to your knees. What does it look like? There are no broken bones or external symptoms or signs, no prism of crimson flowing outward from within, just victims confined within invisible paradigms. It looks like your builder, your plumber, your dentist. Relentless in conquest, it's sly and inventive, mask on a man who is drowning, no bottom in sight, engulfed in a torrent and a sea filled with fear and an onslaught of currents in a realm filled with his tears. And still he stands. It's the girl at the dairy, the lady on the bus, your local school teacher with whom your children you trust, and inside she suffers, she can't breathe, she's constricted, no rationale of thinking can prohibit the interlinking of what's inflicted, and still she stands. It's your sister, your mother, the lady next door, and she's trapped within self, her hands battered and worn, and she's tattered and torn as she claws and attempts to heal wounds. She's forlorn and undated with contempt for herself, and still she stands. It's the man here tonight, at the back of the crowd, broad shoulders, well respected with an invisible storm cloud, and this morning he contemplated taking his life, mindset segregated and weighted within this taniwha, coerced, need not think twice, and still he stands. It looks like Rob Mokaraka attempting suicide by police, unable to cease and release his sadness to navigate towards peace. It's my king in a vicious cycle of frustration, anger and regret, in a preset palette of shades of grey indebted to an injured mindset, and still they stand. It looks like almost all of us at some stage within our lives. Now, I don't have a magical cure, but I do know within darkness it thrives. Now, Rob was onto something. He said, with aroha we are set free. For to cast this taniwha to the light renders it incapable to breathe. You do not need to harden up. Yes, it's okay to talk. You are not alone with the journey you walk, nor the sum of the total of your thoughts. It looks like me, the wahine standing before you on this platform, who channels her darkness to brainstorm and perform, turning her inner deformities into an art form. And still I stand. It looks like us, and still we stand.